everybody, and I'm PwngoreStormfiend, and it's time for more Grandmaster of the Arena. So our first Grandmaster run as Druid went 4-3, not great, but not completely awful either, I guess. We could have went like 1-3 or something. We had some really bad RNG in the last couple games though, like ridiculously bad. Hopefully things will go better this time around. So we will, bam, pay the administration fee, and we got Paladin, Shaman, and Warlock. I don't know enough about Shaman to even go near this. Not a big fan of Warlock. Not a big fan of Warlock. Paladin, however, is pretty solid. And I'm thinking we go Paladin. Bam. I think our sound got turned off. Let's get ourselves some sound in here. Alright, there we go. So first up we have Ancient Watcher, Demolisher, and Aldor Peacekeeper. Aldor Peacekeeper is really solid. The 3/3 for 3, and it also changes an enemy minion's attack to 1 permanently. That is ridiculously good. Next we have Berserker, a Raider, and a Squire. I'm not a big fan of all these cards. A lot of people swear by the Berserker. I don't like it as a 2/7 for 5, however. That gets bumped to a 5/4, and it's a really big bullet magnet. Murloc Raider's okay. I like the Argent Squire. It's a 1/1 for 1 with Divine Shield. That's not a bad thing. I think we'll go with the Squire. Next up we have a Elemental, a Yeti, and a Panther. I like the Elemental. I don't like it sitting on a 6 cost for what it does, but what it does is fairly solid. Yeti is just all around a solid creature. Panther is fairly good too. 3 mana for a 4/2 with stealth, so it's very hard to get rid of. I'm thinking how we go with the Yeti. Next up we have a Blessing of Might, a Stranglethorn Tiger, and a True Silver Champion. All really good cards, but I'm thinking we go with the Champion because that's 2 turns of 4 damage removal. Next we have an Ogre Magi, a Silverhand Knight, and a Thrallmare Farseer. I'm not a big fan of the Farseer because it's sitting on 3 mana. If it's sitting on 2 maybe, but whereas the 2/3 with Wind Fury for 3, I don't feel it. It's not a horrible card for Paladin where you get buff spells, but the Knight is really good. It's a 4/4 for 5 and gives you a 2/2 Squire, so we'll grab that. Next up we have Noble Sacrifice, a Blessing of Might, and Repentance. Not a big fan of Noble Sacrifice. I mean, it's an okay card, but they get to basically... See, the problem with the Paladin secrets is they're all very predictable and easy to bait out. Then we go with the Blessing of Might. We have Humility. I'm not a big fan of Humility because it doesn't kill the creature. Another Panther wouldn't be bad, but we also have an Argent Protector, and Argent Protectors are fairly solid. It's still a 2/2 for 2, but it also gives that friendly minion a Divine Shield. We have a Stormpike Commander, a War Golem, and an Archmage. I'm not a big fan of the Archmage myself. At 6 mana, I'd rather pay for something else. I'm not a fan of the War Golem either, because it's just a 7 mana 7/7. I like the Commando sometimes, and I think that's what we're going to go with. We have a Mercenary, another Panther, and a Frost Elemental. We're going to grab the Mercenary. Next, we have our first epics. We have Murloc War Leader, which no good to us. South Sea Captain, again, no good to us. And then a Lay on Hands, 8 mana, restore 8 health, and draw 3 cards. I will take that all day, every day. Next, we have an Angry Chicken, nope. Cold Light Seer, or Oracle, nope. Inequality, 2 mana, change the health of all minions to 1. Hell yeah, we'll take that. Next, we have Eye for an Eye, no thank you. Secrets aren't that great. A Berserker, no thank you, and a Lord of the Arena. The more I see Lord of the Arena, the more I don't like it because there's just other options I like better, but I think that's what we'll grab. Guardian of Kings isn't a horrible creature in Arena, at least. Croclus is fairly solid, 2/3 for 2. Not a big fan of the Cleric. I find a lot of the time I don't use the Cleric because I don't have anything to drop it with. And it's like, well, I don't want to drop the cleric by itself, so we're gonna grab the Caracolis. And now we have rares: Pint Slice Summoner, a Knife Juggler, and a Wild Pyromancer. Well, we're not gonna take the Pyromancer. Don't like the Pyromancer. Summoner's fairly solid, but it's a big bullet target. I like the Knife Juggler because our summon from our hero power procs it. I think we're gonna grab the Knife Juggler. Next we have a Nightblade and Ogre Magi and a second silver champion. I think we're gonna grab the second silver champion. True silver champion rather, but you know. Next we have a Darkscale Healer, a Stormwind champion, and an Acidic Swamp Ooze. This is a fairly solid card for Paladins at least. Healer's solid, and then we have the Ooze. The Ooze is very good utility as well as it's still 3-2. We'll grab the Ooze. Next we have a Bear, a Crocolis, and a Sergeant. I think we'll grab the Bear. We have Consecration. We're taking Consecration. We have a Magma Rager, a Horrible, a Tiger, which is fairly solid, and a Razorfan Hunter. I think we'll grab the Hunter. We have a Violet Teacher, an Angry Chicken, and an Equality. Teacher isn't bad. Equality, again, is really good. I don't know if we want two of them, though. It's tempting, but the Teacher is fairly solid for what she does. First off, she's really good value for her cost, and not including her effect. Now, right now, we're only sitting on 1, 2, 3 spells. No, sorry, 4 spells. So her effect's not going to proc that much. But I think she's worth grabbing just in case. Lace Justice, no thank you. Worgen Infiltrator, sure. A Raging Worgen, which is really solid, and a Blessing of Kings, which is really solid. I think we'll grab the Blessing of Kings. Hand of Protection, very solid. Oasis Snotjaw, not so much. Novice Engineer wouldn't be bad for card draw. Noble Sacrifice again, a Young Dragonhawk, and a Grimscale Oracle. That's not going to be any good to us. I guess we'll grab the Noble Sacrifice, maybe? Cult Master, not a big fan of this. Holy Light, not a big fan of this. Blessing of Wisdom, though, I will take all day, every day. An Owl wouldn't be bad for the Silence, but we also have a Raging Worgen, which is fairly solid as well. My problem with the Owl is I don't like it because I normally have to sit on it in my hand. Then we'll grab the Worgen. Another Noble Sacrifice, or an Ardent Squire, or a Celsi Deckhand. It's not that great of a card, and not that great, and also not that great. I think what we'll do is maybe grab the second Noble Sacrifice, I guess. Holy Night, or Holy Light, no thank you. Frostwolf Grunt, eh. Stormwind Champion, or Stormwind Knight, I'll take that. Windfear Harpy, another Ventrico Mercenary, and a Oasis Snapjaw. Let's grab the second. Yeah, let's grab the second Mercenary. For our last card, not anything particularly amazing. We'll grab the Cobra, though. Alright, we got a curve is very weird. Let's see what happens. Not sure how I feel about this deck. Got some really odd cards. I think we should be fine, but we'll see. Not sure. Like, I have mixed feelings right now. Just looking at the deck, I'm not sure if it'll do well or not. I feel like we should have grabbed those Panthers when we had the choice, but we had other decent picks as well, was the problem. And we're against the Hunter first. I hate Hunters.
I will fight with honor.
Alrighty, let's see here. Not a horrible starting hand. I mean, it could be worse. I'll take that. That's solid, I guess. Do you have a turn 1 play? Yes, you do. Alright, let's engineer then.
Job's done.
We could play the Noble Sacrifice, not really a point to it though. I'd rather just eat a hit for us instead of just eat a gold Shire Footman. He'll ping us for 2, it's whatever. And he'll swing into us for 1 as well. Draw the second card. Play Reinforce. Or we could play the Noble Sacrifice. Thinking we Reinforce and swing in for 1.
Sure.
We'll take another ping probably and a swing in, or he'll play something in. Yeah, no, he'll ping us and then swing in for 1. It makes sense. We can drop the Hunter here, or we can drop the Worgen. I'm thinking we drop the Hunter.
Don't mess with Tusker. To battle.
Swing in with our grunt and then swing in. See what you got. After this, we'll drop the Sacrifice. That way we can bait out an attack. Or we also have True Silver Champion available for removal. So, gonna ping us again, which will leave him 2 mana to do something.
The light protects me.
Archard Squire.
The light protects me.
If you're sure.
Suck steel. Why?
Bam, we'll do that. That's the way he does. He's got no way to buff it, so I'm not that worried about it. He will have to. See, the thing is here now we can swing into it with our Worgen next turn. What you got? Explosive shot? Okay. What's he gonna do? I don't know if I would have wasted explosive shot on that though. Alright, so
I fight.
what we can do here is bam. Bam. And then bam.
Pay attention, class.
And that gets us a Violet,
I'm ready.
Violet, a Princess too, so bam. Now we have a 4-2 Wind Fury, a 1-1, a 3-5, and a 1-1. And because of how our minions are positioned, he either has to tick that or that with the explosive shot. So I'd rather that had been on the end, but can't. Ooh. If he doesn't kill that this turn, we're gonna commando ping that.
I've got a huge gun.
I shall do as you say.
We're gonna Blessing and Might that, which will give it 7 and let us swing in for 14.
Instruction begins.
And he can't swing in with the Crusader to kill the Worgen
Thank you.
because we have that Noble Sacrifice, so bam.
I am the blade of the goddess.
Give himself 4 health back. It's not gonna make a difference though. Then that'll trigger our secret.
Get down.
And that'll be GG. Well, Noble Sacrifice, you actually saved my life. Bam! Good job, Raging Worgen. Alright, 1-0. I'll take that. Let's go for another. Alright. Oh, we almost got Cheater McCheaterson. I know that guy.
Uther versus Gul'dan.
Alright, here we are against the Warlock.
Shall be mine. I will fight with honor.
Fairly solid starter off. We'll cycle the Yeti though. Get a Lord of the Arena. I rather would have had the Yeti. Or would have rather had the Yeti rather. Damn. See what you got, buddy.
I greet you.
Greetings, friend. Well met. Alright, coin into...
I can taste the mana.
Mana Addict. We can either Knife Juggler, which you can't trade out for unless he plays a spell. Or we can Noble Sacrifice Warrior Infiltrator.
I wonder.
Thinking Knife Juggler is a safe bet. Cause I'm thinking he can't Shadow Bolt. He can Mortal Coil, but he still have to trade out is the thing. That'll give us 2 knives. So we could do that. Actually, it's probably a good play. 2 knives, where are they gonna go? Would have rather they didn't go on this guy. Heal. Actually, we probably should have took it out because now he might. Nope, no spell, I guess. No. Alright. Yeti. So we swing in with that. Probably should get rid of that now while it's not a threat. 4 mana, what you got?
Wanna blow something up?
Them Mad Bomber plays like a boss. Next turn what we can do is drop the Ventrico Mercenary though. That'll be a big threat for him to deal with. Alternative, we play the Stormfiend Commando and ping that. Rather that play actually. Bam. Then next turn we can like either Noble Sacrifice or Infiltrator and then drop the Co-Mercenary, so. Bane of Doom. Well played. Oh, Dread Infernal. How lame. How lame. We could kill it! Or we can Mercenary Noble Sacrifice.
You gotta be kidding me!
He might have a Destroy Creature card now, so he might be able to just kill it. But at least he could just trade out, which, whatever, I mean, we're not going to let him. With that Noble Sacrifice. And the next turn we can follow up by giving it +4/+4. So. Assuming he doesn't get a taunt on the field or kill either of these, I win next
Get
turn.
the best deals anywhere.
That is GG, unless he has something here. Oh,
That was a mistake. I am sorry.
whoops. I'm sorry.
Well played.
Well played.
Thank you.
Now we drop that, and that is GG. Or no, that isn't GG actually. I'll be 1 damage short, I think. And he just healed himself anyway, so. What we could do, we need to get rid of that.
Reporting for duty.
Bam. I was 1 damage short anyways, but whatever. And that heal helped him. Though, who really runs Sacrificial Pack? Not a lot of people. I guess it was worth it for him because it's going to buy him a turn. Maybe 2. I don't know. It depends on what he plays. If he plays a taunt, he's good. Like, I can't kill a taunt. Taunt's my only weakness. Raging Morgan's not going to help you.
Wanna blow something up?
Shields up.
That'll help you, though.
Not on my watch.
That Divine Shield.
For duty.
Saving me like a boss. If you can give that 1 damage, you can trade it there, but... Hellfire, maybe? No, Priestess. You get 2 mana, so you might have something to follow up, but... Demon Fire? Okay. That's cool. And bam.
The gates are open.
Bam. A Hellfire would really help him right now, though. Because a Hellfire would kill off the Ventrico Mercenary. Which is kind of what he needs right now.
I am the blade of
Another Priestess isn't bad,
You're in trouble now.
but he doesn't have a taunt. He'll trade that there, but it's not going to save him this problem.
Well played.
Well played.
I gave him credit though, he did fairly well. Like that Inferno would have been dangerous if not for the fact that I had that Noble Sacrifice. If I didn't have that Noble Sacrifice to basically say no deal, then that would have been a big hit. Anyways, that's 2 games. I think that's good for part 1. I hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you next time on our way to be another Grandmaster again. See ya.